Okay, we're going to look at Lauren's freestyle. Good dive. Now, the thing that I like about your freestyle is you have a consistent kick, and that's something that is very important because your kick does not stop or stutter at all during your stroke, and that's great to have because you're going to want that with a distance per stroke freestyle. The one thing I want you to watch is your hand. As your hand comes around, you can kind of see how that hand's almost turned out to the side. Okay, that's something that we want to focus on because what we want to do is we want to make sure, let me restart here, we want to make sure that we are getting a good catch. And here, I like the fact that the elbow is high, but you want to watch how far you're swinging that hand around. And you want to keep that hand right there, you want to keep it more in line with the arm, because that's going to enter the water better, and as you enter the water, then you can get a good catch going with driving the hips. As you can see, you're entering the hand there, but what's happening is I'm still flat, and I want to get drive the hip type of freestyle right there. It's going to help me extend out. Other thing is you want to breathe soon. You don't want to breathe. You don't want to breathe too late, and what you want to focus on is you want to focus on the fact that you're not going to follow that hand in as you breathe. So here, as I go to breathe, that hand's coming up, I'm following it in. You want to start the breath right here, and as that hand comes out of the water, I want to dip that head back in, because what's happening is I dip the as I dip the head in with the hand, my body is now going in this direction. Okay, so what happens is that I go to the right, but then when I take the stroke on the next side without the breath, it's going to flatten back out, and I'm going to come more center. So remember, we want to drive the hips and keep the stroke flowing in a straight line position. I like the kick though. The kick is great, and I think that's going to help you. And I think you've already noticed changes this week, and I think the biggest one is that you've gotten those elbows up just a lot better in the recovery. Keep up the good work. We'll see you next year. Okay, we're going to look at Lauren's freestyle underwater. Good dolphin. Now, the one thing that I'm noticing is you do a really good job of the head position. That's a 0 position. Now, anything lower, that's going to put you in with the neck, the chin going into the neck, and that's going to be too low. The thing that you have to be careful of is it's real easy when you go to take a breath to put the head in the wrong, too high of a position. So that's one thing I'd caution you on. And you can kind of see it there. I took the breath. My eyes are pointing more down, but when I take the breath, I took the breath, and now I'm looking a little bit more up. You can see the chin push, and you don't want that, because what happens is it creates a little bit of bounce in your stroke. Kick is good and steady. Really, really good and steady kick. I don't see a lot of crossover. But one thing to work on is the catch, and that's just a common theme for everybody, is right here, I've entered. You probably want to drive a little bit more with the hip, and what I want to do is I want to bend from the elbow straight down with the hand and create a straight paddle from the hand to the elbow. So here would be my arms here, and then what I'd want is my forearm and hand here to bend to that position. It's a little uncomfortable at first when you start to try it, but what you're going to notice is you're going to notice a lot more power. You're probably going to take a lot less strokes doing it that way. And there's the head positions now down, but now it's back up a little bit, and that's just something to focus on. So really focus on that catch underwater. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you next summer.